Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Cassie Villela. I am a property manager, realtor, and investor here in the San Antonio, Texas market. My channel, I talk about real estate things. I give a market update every other week, and we talk about other subjects that can help both investors and anybody else selling their home. So if that's your thing, then please click like and subscribe, and we'll get going today. So first comes the COVID updates. So we're mid-April 2021, and San Antonio, we're continuing to decrease in the number of new cases. We're in low threat level right now, so that's fantastic. That's been steady for a while, so that's very, very exciting. Here is the link for the different forms of relief from the city. Okay, and here's our showings per week over the last year. So you can see that the decline last year, remember that the blue line is 2020. So this year, 2020, or these past couple of weeks, was when we had the huge dip. That's when we saw very few showings because everybody was panicking. And so we obviously are well above where we were this time last year. I do think that little dip you see there, that was the Easter week. And so I think that there were fewer showings during the Easter week because obviously people have other plans. And that was showings of like homes for sale. This is rental showings. So you see the same dip from Easter, obviously a lot higher compared to last year because of what was going on last year. But, we're moving up. We're pretty much where we would expect to be in terms of showings. And then the San Antonio market sales. So remember that this chart here is always a couple of weeks behind. So this that uptick is the last week of February. And so that dipped down to 80 and then shooting back up to 644 is still the end of February. It takes longer. I get these numbers from the San Antonio Board of Realtors website, and so they're not quite as quick to update as the showing time because it's not automatic. I think somebody has to actually go in and do that. The weekly home sales, the median sale amount, and so, a little bit of a dip there, but overall the trend line has been up. Here are our newest numbers from March. The median sales price, this is across the entire San Antonio MLS, so that includes the surrounding areas. We had that brief dip in January, but then, we're going up into our spring season, and the prices are increasing. One thing, this is going to be anecdotal, so it's not, backed by data yet, but what I've seen, I have 4 listings right now, and all of them just it was bananas. We got so many offers, so many showings. The prices, the offers were going way over asking price, sometimes as drastically as 10% over asking price. So, $315,000 on a $285,000 listing, which is just something that, is bananas for San Antonio. I mean, people are going way over asking price. And I'm curious to see how appraisals keep up with that because the comps aren't there to justify some of the prices I'm seeing. And so, I'm curious to see if buyers are going to have to pay cash above the appraisal price in order to get these properties. So I think April and May are going to be really interesting months in the real estate market. Here's our new listings. So, you can see that going into March or March going into spring, all of the new listings, the market picks up a lot in the springtime. Here is a really interesting chart. So I pulled this up the other day, and this is all homes for sale. So just the number of properties that are even on the market for sale. So sometimes we see that showings are going down over time, but if you look at this chart, the amount of homes available has gone down quite a bit. We have almost half as many homes for sale as we did in January 2020. Okay, so that is that's really fueling this frenzy that we see where we have so many buyers. We have more buyers than normal because of the low interest rates and because of COVID, people wanting to move. So we have more buyers and fewer homes. I think some of the reduction in homes for sale on this chart is also because homes are selling so quickly. So normally when you'd have a bit of an inventory, right now there's no inventory because as soon as something hits the market, it's going to be snatched up. So it's really tough right now, especially if you're in those bottom couple of price ranges that I highlighted here, the green and the blue. Like if you're trying to get a reasonably priced starter home right now, there just aren't that many and they're just gone right away. Here's the pending sales. So you can see, as always happens, the new listings dip and then the pending sales dip as well. So that's what happened in February. You also have the February freeze that happened. And so that delayed a lot of closings. And so we had that dip in February, but March, we're getting back on track. And then here's where I was talking about earlier, the median days on market just going down, almost they're just on the market for a day and then under contract. And then a lot of them now, especially in that 200,000 or lower range, they go straight to pending. So there's no option period. You've got a cash buyer that's just buying it outright right away for over asking price. So that's what we're seeing. This is alarming if you are a buyer trying to get a home under 250,000 or so. It's going to be really difficult for you. I see the spring season coming and I see more people, jumping in as buyers, but they can't compete with the cash buyers. And then the price per square foot over time is rising, which the median price is rising as well. So the price per square foot should follow that pretty closely. So I hope that was helpful for you. I think the numbers on these charts really just kind of verify what anybody who spends any amount of time in the San Antonio market already can feel and knows, is that this market is a seller's market. If you are a buyer, it's going to be tough, especially in that starter home range or that range where investors like to buy rental properties. You basically almost need cash and you need a really aggressive offer. That's just the reality that we're in right now. Hopefully, as spring moves on, we'll have more sellers and more available inventory, but we're just going to have to see. If you like this video, again, like and subscribe to my channel. I just passed 200 subscribers the other day, so I was like doing a little happy dance. That sounds ridiculous. I realized that, but I think it's fun to get to know you guys, and especially the guys that come to the meetup. I really enjoy getting to know you. If you have any comments or feedback or questions, remember to always ask in the comment section and I'll try to get to those.